In case you haven't noticed from my plethora of videos, I like cartoons. I honestly watch way more animated things than I do live action things. I especially like seeing cartoons that come from YouTube. Cartoons on YouTube have the ability to be way more creative and out there with their styles and their plots. Like, look at all the amazing animation we've gotten on YouTube lately. We got Hell of a Boss. We got Hazbin Hotel, which is going on streaming services soon, so it's not a YouTube show anymore. We got Eddsworld making a comeback.
That'll buff right out. I'm gonna miss Tom's car.
We got Alpha Betas coming out with a surprisingly decent pilot. And then we have the Red Ape family. What the fuck is this doing in my script?
Fuck! Keep up, boys.
Who put this here? I want to know. So we got people who make NFTs making NFT shows now. But hey, don't knock it till you try it. I guess I should at least watch the first episode before I make a video about it. So, this video was a mistake.
They say that I'm way too cold. They say that my heart's too froze. They say that I made a goal. Told me sign.
Alright, so for the plot, I don't know what to say. Like, what plot exactly? Cause there isn't really one. The pacing is awful, and it just feels like you started it, you watched their horrible, trying to be artsy intro, and then it ends. Like, it ends just suddenly. So the plot, from what I can decipher, is that this red guy named Chucky stole a golden flash drive with an NFT on it, and it is apparently a super valuable NFT, the most valuable one in the universe, and now everyone wants it from him. Oh, I'm sorry, are you waiting for me to go more in depth with the details on the plot? Well, you see, I can't do that, because there is no more details on the plot. It's just NFTs moving around with stupid jokes in the background. By the way, let's talk about the joke. This show is not funny. There are times where I think it's trying to make me laugh, but I'm also kinda thinking that, oh, they want me to laugh because that joke was so bad. But then again, these are the same people who thought an NFT show would be a good idea. So I wonder, did they actually think that that was unironically funny? Because it's not even ironically funny.
NF what?
Non-fungible token?
Non-fuckable toucan.
All you need to know is that it actually is worth more than the entire city of Paris.
Including the Eiffel Tower?
Yes, including the Eiffel Tower.
Sir, could you please tell me if this was meant to be a funny joke, or if this was supposed to be ironically a funny joke? I tell better jokes than this. You should really start reevaluating your, comedy meter when I tell a funnier joke than you. This may seem like I'm going on a tangent about the comedy, but that's the only thing this thing seems to be trying to be, a comedy series, and it fails miserably at it. If your comedy series isn't funny, you... Right, sorry about that. Something, short-circuited, and I had to go fix it. But, yeah, the plot makes no sense, and I honestly felt like I was drunk through all of it. Now, on to the characters. Woo!
Tell me you've got something good.
Honey, would the husband you idolize and adore let you down? Don't answer that.
Wait, I actually have to talk about the characters. Why? There is not a single interesting character in the show. I honestly forget their names. I remember Chucky. By the way, the voice acting in this show sounds like fucking shit.
What are you talking about? That is not very nice.
The guy voicing Chucky is definitely the worst one.
Well, I'll be. There's life on Mars after all.
He's always talking like this. I think he's trying to sound like cool or something, but like it just comes off like he doesn't really care. Which I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't care. The characters show like little to no emotion. Like no emotion in any way. Like not in their voice acting, not in their animation, nothing. There is no emotion. And also, let me just bring up here, since I'm not going to be able to stretch this out to being any longer than like maybe a minute, that this show advertised itself as the first NFT TV show, and that's not even true. You may wonder why I'd want to stretch this part out, by the way. That's because next I'm going to have to talk about the worst part of this show. The animation.
Hey, buddy, you flown this thing before, or,
Well, actually, I had my first flight just last week. Long story short, ended up a little dead.
Let's talk about the animation. If you don't know, these characters are based off NFTs from Bored Ape Yacht Club, I believe is what it's called. And something you may notice about both the show and these NFTs is that they all quite literally come from the same mold. And something any animator will tell you is that you should try to make your characters' silhouettes look unique so people can tell them apart just by glancing at them. That's how you make a good, recognizable character. And that is something that this show fails to do. All the main characters look exactly the same, just with different hair. Or maybe, if you're lucky, you'll get different fur colors. And the designs and features on these characters aren't even, like, good. They all look terrible. None of these designs are appealing in any way. And the characters that aren't monkeys are even worse. All the humans and dogs are just so ugly. And you could say that's an intentional thing. It's like doing a South Park thing, where the characters are intentionally designed to look bad or unappealing. But you see, South Park has strong writing and funny jokes to back up the fact that its characters don't look the best. This show, on the other hand, is terrible. Typically, when I'm critiquing something I don't like, I try to find some type of pluses in it. You know, something that I can at least say is good. Like for the Hello Neighbor thing, I don't think I brought this up in the video, but backgrounds look nice. The rest of it isn't very good, but like I would rather watch that Hello Neighbor pilot 10 times over before I look in this show's general direction again. But you know what I found interesting about this show? Is that under one of the tweets I saw complaining about it, someone posted storyboards for this show, and I noticed something. The storyboards look way better than the actual show. So I have a theory. I don't know if this is confirmed, but I think the animators they had animate these storyboards were given tight deadlines to make this, which is why all the animation looks so bad and amateur, why all of it looks just so bad. I, again, haven't seen anyone really say that's what happened, but I got a strong feeling that that's what they did. They gave their animators tight deadlines for actually animating these storyboards, and they gave their animators really bad, scripts. Their voice actors really bad scripts. So it just all turned out really bad. And the reason all of this is most likely what happened is because this show was not made because whoever made it wanted to tell this story. This show was not made for a love for art, or a love for animating, or a love for writing. This show was made to sell NFTs. That's why in the background of the show there are ads for NFTs. They have product placement in their YouTube pilot. This show wasn't made because the creator wanted to tell a creative and fun and interesting story, a story we could all get invested in, or a story we could all laugh at. It was made because he wanted to sell something. He wanted to sell his crappy PNGs. And that is why I can safely say that this show is just not good all around. But I'm gonna go into my final thoughts on this show and how terrible it is in the conclusion.
Ooh, how, huh? Is there a fucking owl here?
So, in conclusion, what did I think of Red Ape Family? Well, I thought it was just a show that was made just to sell. There was no love or passion put into this. It wasn't made to be interesting, it wasn't made to be cool, it wasn't made for some deep reason, it wasn't even made to be funny. It was made just to sell NFTs. Which is why, in conclusion, I can safely say that this is the worst thing I have ever reviewed on this series so far. Who knows, maybe it'll get worse, but it's gonna be a while before it does. So, in conclusion, don't watch Red Ape Family. It's not fun to watch, ironically even. It's not so bad it's good, it's just bad. It's worse than being so bad it's good, it's so bad it's bad. And I don't have much more to say, that's why this video is gonna end up being so short. There's nothing. This was a whole lot of nothing. It ends before it even does anything. It literally ended and I literally said, oh, that's it? It just felt like characters moving and then credits. So, see y'all later. I'm gonna go watch fucking Kipo and the Age of Wonder Beast or something to cleanse my eyes of this monstrosity. See ya. Hey you, before you go, why don't you go check out my Twitter? I tweet stuff. Sometimes. I think. And also, if you liked the video, why don't you go check out that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can stay notified on when I upload. And also hit the like button if you liked the video, and maybe hit the dislike button if you didn't. Maybe leave a comment telling me what you thought of Red Ape Family or what you thought of my video. It could be fun. You don't know. You don't know. Anyway, I'll leave you to check out one of these two videos. One's the previous video, and when I upload a new video, the other one is gonna be the next video. See you later.
We've got to bust a move.